How's it going, everybody? It is a Bullet Brawl, and this is 1-0. This is not 1-1. We are back to the high stakes, no limit hold'em as we call it, as far as today's particular Bullet Brawl. Of course, you are joined right now by the wickedly talented, always incredible Adele Dazeem. That's me, rocking you live. The mystery is solved. I am Adele Dazeem. And if you didn't know that, well, you do now. This is an interesting position. Isolated pawn for me right here on d5, obviously. But also sort of a semi-awkward placement for my opponent and his pieces. And now I've got the bishop pair, which I do like. I do. And I'm going to go here, even if he takes. Even if he takes. He didn't take. But even if he had taken, I would have been okay with that. Although now things have gotten a little strange. I'm completely butchering this position. Yeah, he plays there. I think I probably just have to take it and try to go for the obstacle bishop draw. And win this battle in the long haul. Okay, interesting. He didn't just take a7, where I would certainly be fighting for the draw long term. Of course, the position is still completely a draw. Right now, he's already offered a draw. I'm down on time, so I should probably take it. Right? Is there anything here? I don't think there's anything to show for it, so let's just offer a draw. Draw? Offering you a draw, buddy. No, he doesn't want it. He wants to flag me. Oh, now he's just being cheap. All right, we agreed. Let's run this thing back. Let's run this thing back with a scotch. Adele Dazeem coming at you live. All right, well, here we have a Mises. Not our first rodeo, obviously. The lack of increment, right, changes things. It's kind of fun. It's a little more on your seat viewing as the time control gets lower and lower. But of course, this was a blunder by my opponent to take e5, not knowing his openings here, and he is going to be losing a piece, which I will happily take. And hopefully that leads to good things. Yeah, he wants to come after the back rank, which of course I have to be a little careful about. But I have this move here that I wasn't sure I could get away with. But because my bishop guards f1, I'm not worried about him taking. Okay, so I guess I can take on h7 with check, but I have to be careful not to get back rank. So I will just develop my pieces, let my bishop guard the f1 square. Ah, that was slightly irritating, and I took a little too much time to think about this whole thing, didn't I? So all of a sudden, it has become a bit of a game here, despite the fact that I've been completely winning for a while. So, we have to play fast. That's what it's all about, right? Back up. Let's go get h5. No, let's get g4 then. And play h5 next. And let's back up the bishop here. No, we will take. That's okay with us. I'm going to put the bishop on g6 so that I have the potential for a mating net. That's my idea. Uh-oh. Did I just lose? I think I might have just blown it. That was silly of me. Okay, well, we still have some sort of strange draw. I'm just going to pre-move out as fast as I can. Hopefully I can get something going here. Let's push as fast as we can. Let's take and go over here and get the pawn. Oh no. What are we doing? Not sure what we're doing besides drawing again. Wow, I lost because of time. Well, this will have all the increment advocates going crazy, saying this is why you play increment and you don't lose positions like that. But okay, I blundered a piece anyway. So let's hopefully we can see us make a comeback here and maybe win this best of 5. That is my goal for today, is to win this best of 5, but it's got to start with one win. Got to get one victory. Can't get all victories at once. Oh, that was a mouse slip, sort of. Accidental. Activate my king if I can. Playing a little faster, obviously. A little frustrated with my own time management position I got myself in there. So let's see if we can change our fortunes a little bit by playing faster. Attack the e3 pawn. Now we need to open up some files. He'll probably take on d8 now. No, he takes there. So we'll take. We will let him give check. And what we'd like to do is bring this rook in to here. Go after that e3 pawn if we can. We can't. And we don't want to draw. We want to win. So I'm not just going to repeat. Give check for kicks and gigs. And then take. Hide the king. And now let's see what we can do as far as going after that e3 pawn. We can take there. Because the knight is pinned, we are in it to pin it. Let's see, I can take and then take on b6, which is probably what I should do. B down the exchange, but hopefully be able to hold on. At the very least, in the position, I should be able to hold on to draw. All right. He resigns as he was unable to keep compete with time, which means right now we are playing for the best of 5. Ooh, strangeness. Gotta love that. All right, this is definitely a little awkward. Weird opening. And that's all good. It's all good stuff. Go after the e6 bishop because it's pinned to the e7 bishop. Should bring us a better position here. Indeed it should, and it shall. He'll play knight to d5. It's his best move. Oh, wow. That was a bad idea for him. Knight d5 was a good move that held on. But apparently he didn't see it. We will happily take that bishop pair if he wants to give it up. All right, he doesn't. Understandably so. But now he misses b4. So we are expanding our advantage here in this little mini grudge match. Best of 5, today's Bullet Brawl. If I can win a piece, and right now I'm up on time, so let's hope that I can convert this baby. If I can win a piece and manage to take the best of 5, that's what I do. But I guess I haven't really taken the best of 5 because 2.5 means he could win and tie it. So let me win one more game to feel better about my losses. That's what I'd like to do here. So we'll see which line he goes for. I'll talk a little bit real quick in the aftermath about the particular variation of the Alapin that I prefer, that I've played now a few times. You all have seen it. It's just an interesting little line. I don't really want to take on f6, so I'm going to move to f8. Now when he gives the check, it was possibly a little premature for him, but we'll see. Still a strange position for me. Still a strange position for me. All right, well, oop, he forgot the bishop was on d7. You know what's funny is I just thought he might do that, and now he resigns. I thought he might do that. One of those things where sometimes you think of a move and you think, oh, he might forget that, and then it happens, almost as if you sent it to him. So the idea of this variation in the Alapin versus the main lines, of course, d5 is a standard way to open the center and take advantage of the pony not coming out to c3. knight to f6 is the mainline Alapin, most dynamic potentially. But d6 is a strange approach. You wouldn't want to play d6 with the idea of actually capturing on d4, because here you would just be giving white exactly what they want in an Alapin, which is, instead of playing an open Sicilian where they let you trade off a wing pawn for a center pawn, they're playing c3 to try to get a big center and maintain that center by capturing back with a pawn. If you didn't know the basic positional point behind the Alapin, well then you're welcome right there. So the idea behind d6 is not to take it, but rather to create this sort of early tension in the center. Tactically, if they take on c5, I can't take on e4 because of queen a4 check winning a piece, so you obviously never saw me do that. But after knight to c6, I'm threatening to win the pawn back, and if they take, and I take on e4, which he did in the other game, continuing to capture will allow me to capture on d1 and then take on f2, and it's a little bit tricky, but the theory favors black. So theoretically, the best approach for white is to keep the center that they strive for by playing the Alapin, and to play a move like bishop to d3 to support it. And black has to worry about e5 early in a few different variations, but overall it's, I guess you would say, a slightly unorthodox way to play against the Alapin, so you tend to get some games where you have the practical value of throwing your opponent off, as we saw in today's games and as I've been able to do in some tournaments. But overall, it's a position that is similar to, I guess you might call like a Benoni, King's Indian with early c5 kind of structure, as black strives for g6 to fianchetto, put the queen on c7, eventually playing for some sort of closed or at least semi-closed center. But white maintains a little bit of an edge in the main line, and I would recommend generally for Alapin players to support the big center that you tried so hard to achieve with c3, and not to take it and blow it up as far as the theory goes. So that's a little bit of education to make up for the sudden death version of the Bullet Brawl here today, where I think the games are of a little bit less quality. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you continue to play your own Bullet Brawls on Chess.com. Follow us on Twitter, and we will see you around.